Welcome everybody. Let's take a look at what happened in the stock market today, Monday, January 5th, 4:36 p.m. Let me just make sure that everything is working well from the YouTube live perspective. Yes, we do have a live. We are so live. Yeah, you can comment or ask questions there. I'm going to take a look at them along the way. So yeah, first real week of 2026. Last week was iffy. People were still on vacation, blah, blah, blah. So now things are starting to maybe look like a beginning of 2026. So in this video, we are going to take a look at Tesla stock, the VIX, the stock indices. Are the markets moving or not? Gold, silver, are they moving or not? Bitcoin, Ethereum, are they moving? Yes, they are moving. So let's start with Tesla. So we closed at 451.67. So that's 13 bucks higher than Friday. 3%, 3.1% higher. Post-market, we seem to be going a little bit even higher than where we closed today. So let's take a look first at the daily chart. So on the daily chart, overall, we are still into a big bullish channel. So Tesla is still going higher. So yeah, even when we have moves down like we had recently, these are temporary because as a whole, we are going higher much longer than and much steeper than when we are coming down. I don't know if that makes sense. Yeah, so we should not fret too much. We should not fret too much. If you are a long-term investor in Tesla, don't fret too much. If we start getting outside of this bullish channel, then okay, then we can start looking at it a little bit more closely. But even then, it won't mean that the stock is starting to come down. Stocks have three directions: up, down, and sideways. So if something stops going up, it's going sideways. And then it needs to convince us that the sideways move is very short before it starts to go down. So even if we get outside of this bullish channel, just means that we are going sideways. So yeah. Think about this a second. This is an important distinction. So bullish channel is still on. At the same time, we don't have momentum. We don't have momentum after having gone down for what, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 days approximately. Having gone down for 7 days, there's no momentum yet. We have not gained back our momentum. We know when we are going to get momentum, we are going to have stochastic over 60, this indicator right here. So when it goes above 60, we know that we have enough momentum to have a move up. We can have moves up before, but they are riskier moves up. So here today, on the daily chart, we cannot really conclude that on the daily chart, Tesla is showing us that it wants to go back higher within the bullish channel. We don't know that yet. We know that it bounced because today is higher than the low of yesterday. So on the 1 hour chart, this is the only thing that we can conclude is that it is inconclusive. On the 1 hour chart, well, this is different. On the 1 hour chart, we have a lot more details. We have 7 times or 8 times the number of candles we have on the daily chart. We see micro patterns. We see smaller patterns. And on the 1 hour chart is not a micro pattern per se. We can even look at the 1 hour chart too. At the 1 hour, at the 5 minute chart. We have a lot more patterns that are at play. So just looking at the 1 hour chart, this is what we do on Discord. Here on YouTube, I do the daily chart. On YouTube, for Tesla, we do the 1 hour chart. And on Discord, we do also other stocks on the daily chart because not only Tesla that we are looking at. Anyway, so on the 1 hour chart, first move of the day was a strong move. Look at this. We gapped up. This is where we closed yesterday on Friday. Boom. We gapped up, went a little bit lower. Then boom. We broke 452.91. We were watching this. And during the live I did yesterday on Sunday for my members again. You know, you won't be able to prove this and prove this because if you are not a member, you did not hear. But my members heard that we had a good indication that we would be going higher this morning, not necessarily gaining back momentum on the daily. This is not what we said. We said, well, we have gone so far low away from the original bearish channel. This is the bearish channel that Tesla started to do on December 22nd. This is the bearish channel, and it should have continued along that line. It should have continued here, but no. It went inside, then went super low outside of this original channel. So what tends to happen, it can take some time, but what tends to happen is that we tend to snap back. And on top of it, on top of that pressure to snap back, you know, we had support right here that is supposed to push us back, and we had support at 440 that's supposed to push us back. So you know, we had a few forces. This is almost like a mechanical engineering concept, but we had a few forces that were supposed to push us back. It was not guaranteed. Nothing is guaranteed. Nothing is guaranteed in life except the end of life. So it was not guaranteed, but we were mentally ready. We were mentally ready that this is something that could have happened. It does not mean that it would have brought us back stochastic necessarily, even on the 1 hour chart. We could have had the move back up today like this. And then maybe stochastic, and it's not even sure, maybe stochastic would have come back a little bit higher. But no, this is not what happened. Boom, it was super high, super fast. And so after the first hour, we got our buy signal above 452.91 on the 1 hour chart. We had stochastic over 60. Momentum is back at the same time. So, and now we are having a little bit of weakening towards the end of the session. So sometimes happens. So we'll see what happens tomorrow. And we are not even back into our original channel right here. So we'll see, but I would not be surprised. Let me put it this way. I would not be surprised if we continue above that 452.91 and at least go back into this channel. This is, of course, what we would wish. So this is for Tesla. So we have momentum on the 1 hour chart. We don't have momentum on the daily chart. VIX. VIX, what's happening? VIX inching higher and higher and higher. You know, I usually complain when the VIX goes high like this, but you know, we are at 14. So because we are at 14, we cannot complain too much. If we start breaking some previous resistance, you know, 1562, 1595 right here, then maybe we can start thinking about covering our positions, maybe taking profits. But so far, we cannot complain too much. Let's take a look at the rest of the market. So how did the rest of the market fared? Let's take a look at our stock indices, which basically tell us the health of the whole market. So Dow Jones Industrial Average, you know, this is, I think this is one of the original stock index. It started very early in the 20th century, created by Mr. Dow and Mr. Jones. And both have founded the Wall Street Journal, so you know, and the technical analysis principle. They have created all of that. So shout out to them. So Dow Jones, look at this strong day today, gapped up a little bit, started at 48,000 and shot up pretty straight. A little bit of a wick at the top. So a little bit of exhaustion at the top. SPX. Hey, look at this. SPX, does it look like it wants to break 69.20? It's trying it. It's trying it like crazy. You know, we tried it here, and then so this was in end of October. We tried it again in December. We tried it and succeeded Christmas Eve and Christmas on, well, 26th. And then it caved in. But each time we are caving in, you see, we are caving in less. So today we tried again. Did we cave in? Well, we caved in here. Yes. Tomorrow we could cave in a little bit lower again. We could cave in a little bit up to here while still being above support. So we try it. We are really trying it, and we just want to see it break it. When SPX is going to break it, this is going to show that the stock market is having a nice impulse. And on top of having smaller drawdowns, on top of having that, we are seeing kind of an acceleration. You know, we tried it in October, and then we tried it again here. You see this length of time. Then we tried it here. Then we tried it here. You see the length of time is really shrinking too. So hopefully we are going to break it soon. That's my wish. That's my New Year's wish. QQQ. No, nothing is happening with this one. Just going sideways. Nasdaq. Yeah, Nasdaq did not move. The Nasdaq did not move. Just going sideways. A little bit higher on the close today than on Friday, but no. So maybe we are going to have to wait a couple of days here to have something move. I don't know. I don't know. We don't need to predict. We don't need to predict. We just need to be ready. Don't predict, be ready. Be ready to act. Russell, nice move, Russell. So small caps are moving nicely. Let's now take a look at gold. Okay, gold is starting again. So gold had a nice move up, gap down, but not too low. Stayed above 32.79 right here, 32.79 for 4 days, and now boom, back into bullish channel. So this is a nice entry if you want to get back into gold. You can enter right here because we should be going to the other side of the channel, which would be somewhere around 35, almost 36 bucks. So this is the short-term move that we could be seeing since we are back into this bullish channel. Silver is zigzagging. This one is really zigzagging between 23 and 26. So right now it's retesting 26. If it breaks 26, it should give it an impulse to continue higher. We'll see if this happens. We don't need to know when. We just need to be ready. And Bitcoin. So Bitcoin, yeah, look at this. We saw it Sunday. During our Tesla Weekly Live, we saw it right here. So this is Sunday's candle, boom, right here. We were waiting for it. You know, I spoke about it last Friday. I said 9672, 9672, 9672, 9672, 9672. Can it be more clear that 9672 is an important number? No, I don't think so. It cannot be more clear. So this is what we were waiting for. We were waiting for it. We did not know when it was going to happen or ever. We did not know when. We just knew this is the trigger that we need to be ready for. And we were ready. So on Sunday, we saw it, boom. Boom. Buy signal on Bitcoin. We have momentum on top of it. So after that break, it should continue. This is what it is doing. It's continuing. So Bitcoin is at 94,000 right now. up 2.83%. This is today. This is still ongoing. You know, the candles are not closing exactly at the same time as the rest of the market. So boom, this is a nice move. We could still cave into 94,755. So far we can. This is a small move. This is a small move because, sorry, 94,755 right here is another important resistance. So we broke one, we go to the second one. We could cave in. We could cave in and play again. Once we break that one, that 94,755 is more important one. So once we break that one, we should be getting at least to, you know, I would say 106. So great. So we are advancing. So Bitcoin is advancing. We like this. And you know, I could do this. You know, this is the current rate of ascent, but this is a very shallow. This is a very shallow bullish channel so far. So you know, this won't be the ultimate one. So the wider the channels are, the longer they last. Look at this one, lasted a long time. So this one, like this won't last a long time. So we don't know how long it's going to last, but this is a temporary one. I can draw it, we can look at it, but we are going to have to do another one because at some point it's gonna maybe do something like this, and the ultimate one is going to be something like this, or it is going to go slower and maybe do a low here and continue. So then something like this is going to be the ultimate bullish channel. So this is less steep than this one, and it could be steeper also, which is the first case that I showed. So yeah, Bitcoin, very nice, you know, very nice. At 94,000, this is great. And let's take a look at Ethereum. Ethereum following suit. Ethereum was a leader. It was a leader. It broke 3,058 last Friday. Yeah, last Friday. It broke it, and Bitcoin is breaking it on Sunday. So Ethereum is 2 days ahead pattern-wise. So boom, we had the buy on Ethereum on Friday. So I called it on Friday also here on the channel. So yeah, this is continuing. You know, this is, and again, lower highs, making a flat top. When it breaks it, tends to continue. Look at this, it's continuing. So case close. Case close in terms of you know, case is not close. So, you know, if you are in it, you can make money and continue in it. But I rest my case. BMNR. So BMNR is following suit. So BMNR, you know, at 33, 35 right now, up almost 7%. So this is, so BMNR is following the lead of Ethereum. So nice move. Next stop for BMNR is going to be 35.25. So taking profit at 35.25 could be interesting. And Duck Flip Coin, MSTR. So MSTR should be, well, it should be following what Bitcoin is doing because they have a metric ton of Bitcoin. They have a metric ton of Bitcoin. It should be following. Let's take a look at, yeah, it's not following perfectly. MSTR, I'm a bit ambivalent with it because if you look at Bitcoin right here, we were, you know, we have been going higher since November 22nd. The lows have been going higher. And if we take a look at MSTR, personally, pattern-wise, I don't like it because you see, it's going down during that time. So to me, I've been burnt a few times with this one, you know, doing the technical analysis on Bitcoin and then buying MSTR does not yield the right thing. You know, I bet, you know, we see something similar at least as Bitcoin. You see it? Similar, it's not the same because this is where IBIT is in terms of pattern. So, but IBIT is tracks better. And we have Mara, you know, this is not tracking also as well. So be careful as what you are using as a Bitcoin proxy. Okay, you know, circle, not too bad, you know, it's tracking at least. It's tracking. So maybe circle pattern-wise is a little bit better. So there you have it, my friends. So thank you very much for watching. You can join my Discord, of course, by becoming a YouTube member. And also, if you don't want to join Discord, which is too bad, you can get a copy of all those lines. And I fixed something. I had a subscriber that had a hard time getting access to my link, but I give, for a fee, I give access to these lines right here. So you get access to my watch list, which contains all of these nice things. And also you get access to the layout. So the daily trader layout contains all of my lines for all of my stocks. You know, all of these lines that I'm doing for Palantir, NMG, you know, this one, Exxon. So all of my lines are included here. So this is going to, yeah, this is going to be very helpful for you to know when to buy and when to sell. You can copy those lines on your TradingView account. And this is also helpful for my covered calls friends. You know where to put your covered calls. You get to know the strike to use. You use this strike right here. And you use this, you know, this expiry date. So this is your covered call region above our horizontal resistance. So this is where you can determine with a higher probability of not getting exercised. This is where you can set your covered calls strike and expiry. So this is a service that I offer, this copying of the lines, and those lines are being updated every single day. So it's a lot of work. It's a lot of work, but it's providing a lot of value because you need to know when a stock is into a downtrend, when a stock is into a bull trend, in order to make a better decision if you want to buy it or not. It does not have to be like, oh, there's a buy signal. Technically, you don't have to buy. It's nice to know, and most of the time it's okay to buy. But if you don't like a particular stock, you don't have to buy it, even though there is a technical signal. But if you like a stock, conversely, if you like a stock that's going down, technically, well, maybe you don't buy it yet. You don't buy it yet. It's okay to fall in love with a company, and I don't want to be, you know, I don't want to bash people that do their fundamental research. It's okay to do fundamental research and to find great companies with great potential. This is fantastic. But if those companies are into a Coinbase, you know, if those companies stock price is into a downtrend, well, it's not the time to buy. Even if you like it, let it fall down. Let it fall down and buy it when it's no longer into a downtrend, like Coinbase. You know, just drawing a lines tell us that it's into a downtrend until it breaks it. So guess what? You know, this is a freebie, guys. Coinbase, boom. it's no longer into a downtrend. So if you were waiting for, well, when should I buy Coinbase? I don't know. Well, you see, it has finished its downtrend. Now it is going to go sideways. So these lines are important. So I don't include all of these stocks in the video I'm doing right now. I would be here until 9 o'clock tonight. But you get the lines. The lines are there. The lines are already there. Look at this ONDS. The lines are there. So when you see stuff break lines with the good stochastic, you know that this is okay to buy. At least this is okay to buy at the very least. So you see, this is where the value is. So you can come to Discord where I call them. This is even better. I call those buy signals based on my lines, or you can get the lines. So voila. Okay, so thank you very much, guys. So thank you very much for watching. Thank you for liking, commenting, subscribing. If you like what I do, you can become a YouTube member. Click on my TradingView affiliate links if you want to get access. If you want to get the TradingView account, you are going to get a discount. I'm going to wish you a great evening. We are going to talk tomorrow, and I'm going to tell you à la prochaine si Dieu le veut.